So guys, we are playing, well I am playing, me and MrRandomChicken, playing the Battlefield 4 beta, and we are going to be talking about all of the things that we hate, me and... Say words!
Virginia!
Not the best choice of words, but we'll be talking about what we think can be improved, mostly, in this game. First off on our list is the subject of general gameplay, so... It seems that the FPS of the game decides to vary a lot. Like, if I stare at the floor, it's fine. It goes up to 60. But if I... Oh, grenade. If I look up in any way, shape or form, it suddenly drops to about 40 or 30. And, yeah. The death screen, also, I think, isn't particularly good. Like, you see yourself flop to the ground, and then you get to see the person who killed you glowing bright orange. Like, what? Why? Are you actually going to talk at all?
No.
Talk.
Hello.
Discuss.
No.
You're fucking useless. Okay, also, I think the scale of the mini-map is a bit weird. Like, on the map they seem a lot closer than they actually are, so if I saw that person round the corner there to my left, then I would suddenly look and they're actually miles away over there. It's like, it's just the scale is all wrong for me. In my opinion, it might be different for some people. Don't know. Anything to add? No.
Next on the agenda is leveling. Like, just the level up slow is just so slow. You get like 28,000 points just to get to level 2. Like, what is that fucking shit going on? Oh, that guy just got shanked.
But we're assuming that that's because they're in the beta, they don't want anyone leveling up particularly high to prevent them from unlocking guns that aren't actually in the game.
No, I think it's just for showcase reasons. I think it's just more of a case of that guy just got shanked. More of a case of just in general that they don't want anything shown too much yet. Like, you know, like at a certain level you might get unlock some fantastic stuff. You don't want to give away too much in the beta. So that's what we think is happening at the leveling. But if not, yeah, they need to sort out the leveling. It just takes way too long to get to level 2, you know.
Another thing, example right there, the ragdoll. I do not like how you just suddenly flop to the ground. You wouldn't suddenly die from the bullets unless they hit you in the head, which most of the time they don't because people in this game suck. But
maybe if you like strolled around a little and then like...
Yeah, like if you stumbled to the ground like you did in Battlefield 3 where you kind of flop over and then you reach out for your last dear life and then you get back up if you get revived or die.
So touching. But yes.
Oh, bollocks!
Yes, guns. Shall we even discuss this? Oh dear me.
They
guns
are so overpowered, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
I actually cannot bear it. It's like you run around the corner, within half a second you've been shot to shit.
Like,
apologies for the bird, by the way.
Look, this guy is dead. Oh wow. It's no surprise there. But anyway, back on the discussion of guns. Yeah, just general OP. Look how quick that guy died. You know, that may have not looked fast, but you know, this guy. Look, we looked down our scope for less than a second, and our health was already dropped to 20%. I don't like it. It just prevents. It's just very limiting, like gameplay. It's just turning into Call of Duty, if you can understand what I mean. Like not in a respect that you die very quickly in the game. It's just
another thing. The spawning. Look at this. Look how many people just spawned right here.
And look how
that's
fast
the
you
entire enemy team that just spawned right there. The spawning really needs to be fixed.
Exceptional effort from the US.
At one point in another game, I spawned directly behind a guy and knifed him within a second of spawning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So, yeah. Also, well, we can leave that out. We were about to say that the sniper was a bit too powerful, but then we realised it is still a 2-shot kill, but like it's due to the fact that everyone was shooting at you and like getting you to like 20% health with one bullet and just general like crap like that. So
yeah. I also got one-shotted by a handgun. That was pretty suckish.
So this is what we find is the most important subject. So it's about knifing. Now,
we love us to knife.
Oh yeah. We love us some butter and bread. Oh my god. But yes, we have been observing and doing loads of knife animations. Calm your tits.
My tits are perfectly calm.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Do you need a cup of water to calm down? Like maybe like a rage toy. Like squeeze it, makes little dog noises.
Stressful.
Yes. That will do. But yes, in general, we've been talking about how the knife just knifing in this gameplay isn't exactly suitable. It's not adequate at all. We've observed that when you stab someone, they only die at the end of the animation. And,
I'll show you an example in editing business.
Oh yes, but basically, even if you shove a knife right in their neck and take that, just stab a knife in general in their neck, they should be dead. Hit marker there. No, at the end of a 40-second stabbing spree of stabbing a guy 3 times, one of the animations is, I think, where if you're stabbing
I rolled him over and stabbed him 3 times in the chest.
Yes, it was only at the yeah.
It's after you take their tags off, basically, that they die.
So generally, their lifeline is their tags. So unless you rip them off first, which in some animations you do, just in general, it's just so bad. Can we, EA really need to sort that out.
It leaves a big window for you to get killed.
Yes, or we've already experienced. We've stabbed someone to the point where we've taken their tags out and we're just a millisecond out from doing the animation, and we get shot and we don't get any points for it, and they live, they carry on walking. I don't know, we haven't found evidence that they carry on walking, carry on living, but still, we should really get the points.
Most of the time it seems like they die, but you don't get any points for it.
Yeah, so they get they say they probably get killed by your knife, but you don't get the points for it, which is kind of real bull right there. Oh, definitely, we have to discuss this. The counter knife open window. Oh my god! It's just they shouldn't even put that in there. The counter stab. Yeah, I agree with that. That is a really cool feature, and I do like it with the stab animation. But just they get 10 seconds.
Game's about to finish.
Yeah, they get about 10 seconds of just general knifing.
I'll just edit it to the next game. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, and you get 10 seconds to you get counter stabbed every time, and with people with high sensitivity, they can just easily turn around on you. If they get even a smelt off you that you're behind them, they'll just instantly snap to you, and then you'll get the fall for it, and then you get countered. So we've been thinking of possible solutions for this. Maybe take it down a couple of seconds, maybe give half a second, quarter of a second to press the button. If you don't, then you're dead. It should be really like that. If you see someone coming towards you and they front stab you, you should already have your finger over the key ready to stab them. Not oh look, that is telling me to stab me. Let me contemplate for a second and have my lunch and a breakfast while that fucking shit is going on. So this is a deep subject.
The window is far too big. There are times when you go to stab them, they grab your wrist, you sit there for about 1.5 seconds, then they press it into your stomach. In that time you could make a flipping cup of tea and pour it over their head.
Yes. In that time, the fucking skyscraper would have collapsed. The zombie apocalypse would have eaten the world, Shit happens like that. Okay, I think we've discussed enough of that, but, that is a real subject that we need to, fix, So, what we were discussing previously was that the counter-stab animation was just too long, just pathetic. But
I'm pretty sure we're almost at the end of this game as well.
Oh, no.
Whatever, carry on.
So, discussing further, we've also found that when you die, or in the middle of a stab animation, your corpse continues to continue with that animation, even though that you're dead, and you're watching yourself stab that person even though you're dead, and your body freezes in a sort of standing up state, which is pretty dreadful if you ask me. At the same time, if you're about to stab someone, you're going to the animation and then they suddenly die, which can happen, by the way. But you hold out your hand you're about to rugby tackle someone. So you're marching forward with the rugby ball, it's just stupid. Or looking to give someone a high five. Generally, just what was that all about? You need to sort that out as well. So,
what's next?
Good variety of knives. Go.
Oh yeah, they've released a screenshot type thing, didn't they? They released
they released some footage.
They revealed what the knives look like, basically, and I'll put that up on the screen, so you'll be able to look through that. I don't actually have it at the moment, so you can just look through that for a second while I'm not doing anything important. And we can also talk about
Oh yes,
The tiny range that you have when you knife is silly.
Is ridiculous. Even though like
in Battlefield 3, it was a bit too big, but now in this, it's a bit too small.
You know, there's a butter spot, if you can understand what I mean, which is acceptable. You know, when you go up to someone, you have to go right up to their face. You have to like give them a good old cuddle huggy, and just give them a good old kiss and a snog while you're at it. That will basically help fucking close you.
I'm okay with that.
Yep, no homo. But basically, you have to muddle cuddle them, if you can understand. Bit of a weird saying there, but you know, it's true. You have to literally go right up to their face, you know, give them a hug, give them a tap on the back. Hey, I'm right behind you, by the way. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, very small range, so that's hopefully going to be changed later on. Yeah, also very glitchy animations, you know, just so in general glitchy. As in when you're getting stabbed, you like don't actually look where you're supposed to look. You're like going all over the place, like you can't even see the knife going in you. Sometimes like you end up just like staring at the floor and then like you die. Can't see the animation at all. Just some random crap. They need to make it a lot more smoother with the animations. Would you care to talk about the maps?
The maps.
The maps in general. Map.
We have a list of stuff. I just keep getting lost on it. Oh yeah, the main feature that was being talked about for this map, the Siege of Shanghai, was that you could take down the skyscraper in the middle of the map while people are in it.
Sounded epic, right?
But yeah, and when I watched this the first time, I was kind of disappointed. Like, it starts collapsing, it looks pretty cool, and then it shatters, it's like, that's cool. And then it kind of just disappears into the floor, and not much really happens. I was just standing there like, damn it. Hopefully they'll add, like, it falls a bit into the water, so if they just added a big splash that kind of covers up the fact that they will just disappear, I would be okay with that.
Maybe if like they provided with massive amounts of smoke and dust everywhere,
Yeah.
that would last about like 2 minutes, like as it's collapsing, so it provides cover for it to disappear. Other than that, it's just what? A building falling through the floor and then suddenly rubble appearing. No, just no.
Also, we seem to have a problem with doors a lot. Like, I'll slash the glass out of a door to get through it, but then there's that tiny little bit by your feet that you just can't get past.
Yes.
So it's easier to go through the window than the door.
So basically in Battlefield 4, the new doors are the windows, in fact. May I just add right there. Just in general, like you're safer hiding behind a door than a window in this game. Also, like, the shutters, you know, interactive animation, like...
The where you can like close the shutters, raise the bollards, and the levolution stuff,
like,
basically.
That is I think that is a very good idea, but just generally, like, don't you think there's a bit of a cocklock when you, like, your teammates are coming right behind you and you shove the door in like a fucking troll, going oh ho ho ho, go around the long way. You
get them all killed by
Yes.
closing the shutters in their face.
Where all of them are going to get fucked by tanks or something like that. Yes.
Well, we have been bitching about this game a lot, but it has got a lot of pretty good features added, like, as we said, the levolution and the building collapsing, which I'm pretty sure is also levolution.
You know, this is just the beta. We can't say much right now. We're just pointing out what needs to be improved. This is part and parcel of it. But what we've seen so far, and like, there's a massive variety of knife animations that I just find absolutely bloody hilarious.
Shush, bird!
Just when you stab someone like 3 times in the chest and then just like laugh at them, fucking hilarious. I just absolutely love the front stab now. The fact that there's no more slashing crap where no one's going to like slap you with a knife and then you just die and lose all 50% health. No, you're going to go behind them and you're going to stab them somehow, or you're going to miss. I love that. I think that is an exceptional feature, and I think they should carry that onto the full game. Well, obviously they are if this is the beta, but you know, as you do. The graphics so far we've looked at are impressive.
Yeah, it looks good from a distance until you look up close when some of the textures are a bit shit, but I suppose they just need to optimise it.
You know, this is still, once again, this is the beta, so we
Shut up, bird!
say much.
But, yeah, and the lighting's pretty cool as well. I just thought of that one while I was playing before, just looking at some wood.
Yeah, there was a massive complaint about in Battlefield 3 that, like, the motion blur was too intense, but once we've like started playing, it's not actually half bad.
Just turn it down in the settings.
No, it doesn't work like that, but it doesn't throw you off as much. Like, you could hardly see like anything with Battlefield 3's motion blur. but now like in Battlefield it's like reduced a lot, and it looks kind of a lot better actually. You've got to kind of go into like a sort of tunnel vision sort of thing, which I think is pretty funky.
Yes, indeed. Well,
Yes.
that's all we've got on our list to talk about for now. So we're done, methinks.
Well, we could. I have one more thing to sort of discuss. Like, there's
Okay,
one more, a little bit more,
What?
little
What?
complaint.
What?
I'll get to it. But like, basically, all the gun sounds I've heard so far. That's possibly because we haven't heard or seen many other guns. But like, all of them just sound the same, and like, the audio is kind of out of sync at the moment. I've heard, because like, when we're stabbing people, and like they die on the floor, when we actually manage to somehow do it. Don't even ask me. Such pathetic crap, really. But when we actually do manage to do it, like you hear them flop on the ground like 10 hours later. Pretty much. When the game's when you've stabbed them, they've rolled on the floor, and then you're walking off to stab someone else, you hear them hit the floor. Then, like, it's just ridiculous. But other than that, it's a very good base so far, and we're looking forward to making more videos.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye bye.